Greetings, Commanders! It's Ryant1UM here, and today we are back once again in Stellaris Console Edition with the Abomination Imperium. That's right, you guys. So last episode was the first episode of our brand new playthrough with the human Scion, and we are indeed the subjects of the Verilieve Protectors, and our main goal of this series is to unify the galaxy underneath of our lovely benefactors, of the people of the species who lifted us above our primitive mindset and brought us to the stars. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We've yet to make first contact with anybody, but I imagine in today's episode we will get there. It's the year 2224, and our economy is looking mwah. We could definitely be using some more alloys, but at the same time, I think we're honestly in a great position at the moment. We've got 5 planets being produced, or being, colonized? Yeah, colonized, that's what I'm looking for. We've got 5 planets that are being colonized and, being produced and having production put into them. I cannot speak today. But right now, we're just really focusing on expansion. Now, truthfully, one of our first choke points that I want to get to is going to be right here. Now, the problem is we've got this lovely little alien situation going on right there. So we're going to need to get past them eventually, which means we're going to need to build a small-ish fleet today. And then, let's see, this is a size 12 world. We're going to go ahead and make this one of our science worlds. I'm pretty sure that's what I said in the last episode. So, what we need to do is we need to build some cruisers. Let's make sure that it's not an auto-generate. Nope. And we need to make sure that we've got strikecraft in there as well, because strikecraft are going to be our best friends here at the beginning of the game. Go ahead and save that bad boy. And then let's go ahead and make ourselves a new fleet. Add ship design. Cruisers. We want to have an all-cruiser fleet. How much is this going to cost if I do 10 of those, and then I actually do some corvettes with it. Oops. Add the ship, corvette, just like that. Add 10 corvettes to that. How much is this fleet going to cost me? Cannot afford, I realize that, but how much to reinforce everything? 11,217. Okay. So yeah, we're going to need to save up a bunch of our alloys, but you know what? We can go ahead and get a decent chunk right now. Let's make sure that our ships have actually been upgraded. They have not. So we need to double check our corvette designs. Make sure that's good to go. Yes, indeed. Upgrade those. And then we'll be good to go. So we'll get this little section out of the way. We'll expand to here. And then we'll kind of expand down this way as well, because I'd like to fill in this little area right here too. Go ahead and reinforce that fleet there, and there we go. Now, what is this? Unknown contact. The Holy Searcher Unit 3 crews return from their research mission visibly shaken. They provide vague, often conflicting reports of what they encounter on Umik 4, though in one matter they all are united. The still-flowing sea that wraps pole to pole around the planet is somehow alive. Though it bears no organs or corporeality we can identify, the planetary ocean seems to communicate with frequencies that affect the brain activity of the recipient. It is able to induce thoughts, images, emotions, and what is more, affects each individual differently. It is entirely unknown what effects prolonged contact with the sea might have, or how safe such an endeavor would be. Request that a planetary decision be to study the strange sea be enacted on Umik 4. Okay, so I think I know what this one is, actually. So this is 1, a giant world, and 2, it's the Sea of Consciousness, yep. So this will actually give us a decent world. If I'm not mistaken, we need to terraform this world and or just colonize it and then, deal with the habitability stuff. But I kind of want to do that thing right there. That's really cool. Alright, we're going to go ahead and mobilize our fleet at the moment. We've got 16 corvettes. We should be able to do some damage, if not completely destroy this out here, because it is only a level 560. And once we do that, we'll be able to unlock this entire shroud right there, come down here, and begin to colonize all of that. And then, honestly, my goal for choke points would be right here. Right there, and right there, and right there. And then, obviously, right here or right there. 3 choke points in and out of my space, and I would own this entire top left corner right here. That would be ideal. Absolutely ideal. Because it's not too big, it's not too small. We've got plenty of room to build habitats, And then we've also got room to grow and build gateway networks, which is nice. There we go. We're going to need to start working on our Empire Sprawl here soon. Planets are looking good. They're developing quite nicely. That's the word I was looking for before. And look, there's our brand new Arctic world. That's going to be our size 25 Arctic world. And this is just going to be a powerhouse of a planet. And I can dig it. We can actually go ahead... Oh, wait, no, we're already colonizing it. Never mind. Now, we really lucked out with the worlds that we got at the beginning of this playthrough. It could have been a hell of a lot worse out here. There we go. Let's go ahead and get into combat with these bad boys. Encounter in the Eye of Hawking. That's simply just the... I think it's... Is it the Curators, if I'm not mistaken? Or it's the other ones. Alright, perfect. So we got that done. Now, we're going to go ahead and send in you to go ahead and survey that, then survey that. That will block off that section right there. Then we'll have them survey the rest of this stuff up here. Always go for your choke points first. And then, do we have any other science ships? No, the other one is doing something else. This guy will just sit here and build all the way to Medoc right there. Then we'll come down here, survey all the way down to Sosta, and build all the way down to Sosta. In fact, let's go ahead and have you divert, come down here, and survey all the way down to there, and down to there. And then that'll be good right there. Perfect.
We have mastered a new technology.
Okay, so we need to make a decision on what we want to also have with this mining world. It's a size 23 world, so it's a very, very large world, meaning we're going to be able to have a lot of pops on this planet. Obviously, we're going to be generating a lot of minerals from it, especially with our mineral purification plants, which makes me think that maybe we should also have some forge stuff on here. But then again, what does the forge one actually do? Foundry build speed plus 25%, metallurgist upkeep minus 20%. Mining world gives us a plus 25%, or a plus 20% output, and a plus 25% build speed. So maybe we should actually make this something that's a little bit different, and not as important as the mining world. Because, let's see, refinery, that reduces the upkeep. Tech world, upkeep. Fortress world, fortress cost minus 20%. Maybe we could make this a fortress world and continuously build up our naval capacity through it. And then bureaucrats, administrative... Okay, so we want to have a dedicated bureaucratic center, so we can't make this one. Alright, I think what we'll do is we'll keep it as a mining world, but we'll also have fortresses on it. Strongholds. That way we can continuously build housing, but also continue to pull up more of our naval capacity, which will be really, really good. Oh my goodness, I think I forgot to turn off the fact that the Screvian Corporate Holdings could spawn in our galaxy. Oh my gosh! We met the Screvians! Our warriors salute you. Okay. Praise the Divine for this meeting. We can now use the Scion Casus Belli against our old empire. Wow, they only have one system. Oh yeah, that's right! They're freaking... I forgot! They're the Habitat people. Oh, mean good. Okay, cool. So they have a defensive pact with another empire. And there's a lot of other empires out there, it looks like. So that's really good to know. Very cool. Okay, so the Screvian Corporate Holdings is inside of there. The birth of the galactic community. Now, this is an interesting thing. We are spiritualists, and we are militarists, but we are also scions. So we don't really have any individuality, if you know what I'm saying. So, I'm going to deny this. We don't want to be a part of the galactic community for this, because there's no need for us at the moment. Then there's really no want for us at the moment either.
System survey complete.
Because we only want to do what's best for our benefactors, not for ourselves. We only do this, we only spread across the cosmos to better serve our benefactors, the protectors. So, it would be almost shameful if we went and kind of did our own thing in the Senate. So I'm okay with not doing that. Not to mention it's, you know, it's just one other thing we don't need to do. So let's see, we got the Vogue Oros Organism, the Vrin Interplanetary Sovereignty, and then the Screvian Corporate Holdings. Interesting. So there's 5 empires. Looks like we're the... Oh wait, no, we're not the strongest. The Screvians are the strongest.
Construction complete.
It's all good though. It's because they're a megacorp.
We have mastered a new
Megacorps always tend to be pretty strong. Okay. Our borders have now been set as far as our kind of bordering of other empires. So we actually made first contact with quite a few other ones. We have the Citizen Union of Zumo to our top right. We have the Screvian Corporate Holdings expanding also down here. And then we've also got ourselves the Great Uru Empire and the Union of Ikara. Now there's one of them that's actually really, really friendly with us, and that is the Great Uru and the Screvian Corporate Holdings. Both of them are actually pretty friendly with us, which is good, but it doesn't really matter, because we're going to go to war with them anyways to get them inside of, you know, our good stuff. Now, our one border down here is going to be in this system right here, and there's the artisans right there. And our planets, which we have 7 of right now, are all beginning to snowball quite nicely. We need to be making more minerals, or sorry, more alloys at the moment. We need to get 10 pops on this planet in order to put the research thing down on top of it. And then we also need to get 10 more pops on this planet to put research on this planet as well. Now, you're probably noticing something. Look at the names of the planets. We have Trash Pile, Energy CGs, Mine Fortress, Research 2, Research 1, everything like that. I'm deciding to name our planets what exactly we're going to be specializing them in, so that I don't get confused in the late game when I'm trying to figure out where the hell what's being produced and everything like that. So that's kind of why I'm doing that, because I like to be organized with that, and it's been too many times that I've not been organized. So, let's see. We're going to continue to expand to that system right there, and then everything on the inside, obviously, we'll go ahead and colonize like that. And then our borders will pretty much be set, and that's honestly going to be pretty nice. So I've just been selling off our excess of our resources and such. Looks like we have a science ship that's done right there. And now we can go ahead and have that science ship continue to survey everything right there. And we can have them research all of the anomalies and everything like that. So we'll go ahead and have them come there. Take a look at some of that stuff out there. And that'll be good. And then once we're good to go, then we can begin to go to war with the different empires to go ahead and get them into to become a scion with us. And it'll be so nice. The Vag or Rus Organism. They are a collective consciousness. They are indeed a hive mind. Where are they at? Oh, they're down here. Okay. Cool. And what do we have right here? This guy seems to be done. Okay, perfect. Now, do we have the technology? We don't. Okay, I'm going to move you right there just for now. We do need to get the technology to explore wormholes because I don't want to be caught off guard. And we just finished off Prosperity, which is great because we can go ahead and save up our Ascension perk. Now, what's going on in this system? We keep having a couple ships to hop in and out. So we do need to make sure that we get this wormhole under our control. In fact, let's go ahead and grab that right now. Doesn't matter if it costs a little bit more. I want to get that under our control now. I'll tell you what, the Screvian Corporate Holdings are quite greedy. They've got all this space up here, and then they're continuously coming down here as well. The little freaking lizards, they're so damn greedy, coming all over the damn place. But our borders are continuing to expand quite nicely, and now we need to go ahead and decide on what we're going to go in next. So we have Expansion, Domination, Prosperity done. I think we should go into Discovery next, since I'm going to go ahead and boost our research up a little bit more, especially once we get 10 pops on both of our research worlds. It's going to be kind of nice, honestly. We're 2 pops away on that planet, 3 pops away from that planet. And then we will finally be creating more research than we are at right now. Because our tech is really, really beginning to struggle. And then we need to go ahead and colonize a world and make that our bureaucratic world. Because holy good lord, our empire sprawl is just out of control. Thank God we're not a megacorp, or else it would be twice as bad. So we're going to go ahead and start working on the Galactic Administration, everything like that. And our mineral income is just insane. Honestly, once we go and have a couple forge worlds, we're really going to be racking up some alloys. Now, the thing is, I would like to get our precursor done, because it is the first league, and that would give us access to a free Ecumenopolis. Granted, we have to pay to restore it, but even still, it's one that we wouldn't have to wait too long to have to worry about. Now, oi, you guys are probably going to get killed. Oh, unless they're friends with the space amoebas. Aha! They are indeed friends with the space amoebas. We could probably do that too, honestly. Alright, we're going to go ahead and build one more there. And then let's go ahead and just start researching these. We'll get influence for them. And someone's already found the L cluster, apparently. Maybe we've already done that. I have no idea. But we do indeed need to enact this as well. Study the living sea. Keep us informed, please. Cool. That way we can get this one going. And like I said, once we have the tech worlds, we'll be good to go. Now, the question is, do we have... should we have migration pacts with other empires? Is it technically within our want to do that? Ancient mining drones. Can we even have migration things with people like that? I don't actually think we can. No, I don't think so. Okay, what is this? Oh, this is the sea. Very well, but exercise caution. Very well, exercise caution. So no, I don't think we can actually have migration agency or migration pacts with other empires. Interesting, okay. Let's grab that. Also, I decided to turn this size 25 world into a beginning of an agriculture world. Because we're going to need more food. And there's lots of food districts on this planet, not to mention we could technically develop all of this if we want to. So this could actually be a rural world, and we would be perfectly fine, because the rural world will give us bonuses to everything, right? Yeah, it'll give us plus 5% worker bonus output, and then the things will be built 5% faster, 25% faster, I should say. So that's pretty fine with that, and we can go ahead and name this one Mixed World. There we go.
Special product complete.
And there's the Tsianki. Wonderful. Oh, okay. So from doing that event with the Sea of Consciousness, we just unlocked the psionic theory. Do we go down the psionic route? I think we do. Honestly, I really do think we go down the psionic route. Which means we can go ahead and do Mind Over Matter right now. Boom. A glimpse, perhaps, of the future that awaits us. Wonderful. Now, once we have the next one, we can actually become transcendent. And that's going to be awesome, dude. That's going to be so cool. Alright, so we got the exile right there. We need you to continue to assist research right there. 9 pops on that planet. We should be almost close to having the ability to tech. And then we'll just go ahead and have this guy up here begin to work his way back down here. Constructing all of this lovely resource in space because we've got a lot of it. We also need to work on the trade value in space as well because we've got a ton of that up here too. Then we'll have him come down there and do that. But also, we have lots of alloys stockpiled perfectly, so we can actually work on our fleets and go to war possibly in this episode, I'm not sure, with either the Citizen Union of Zomo or the Great U Empire, although probably the Citizen thing. Our first new research labs are going in. Wonderful. Now, once these get put in, we're going to be probably hemorrhaging a lot of consumer goods here. But our tech is going to skyrocket, and that I am totally fine with. Let's go and unlock telepathy. And I'm just making sure that our borders are nice and shoring up. It looks like we have a choke point there, as well as a choke point there, a choke point there, choke point there, and then finally a choke point there. So yeah, we've got how many star bases? 6 star bases. All 6 are bastions at the moment, but we're a bit maxed out on our star bases, so unfortunately we can't have any more right there. We found a precursor discovery, which is great, which means we really only need 1 more. And then we'll actually be able to get that free Ecumenopolis. Free isn't, you know, free, kind of free. But let's go ahead and see what we can reform our government with. So, trying to think. Nationalistic zeal, war exhaustion gain, claim influence, don't need it. Warrior culture, philosopher king, let's see. What would be good for us? Aristocratic elite, no. Byzantine bureaucracy. Bureaucrats also produce 1 unity and 1 stability. Corvée system. Pop growth, nope. Cutthroat politics, nope. Nope. I'm honestly considering this one just because of our empire sprawl. Although pop consumer goods upkeep would be great. And then feudal society, subject power relations penalty. We're not even going to be vassalizing anybody. Merchants also produce 2 unity. Oh, that would actually be a good one. I'm actually going to take that one, and here's why. On my generator world, I'm going to be using commercial zones as well, because this is going to be a gigantic area where we're going to be having lots of trade. So this is going to be trade / energy on this planet, because we're going to be generating energy credits, but also going to be generating consumer goods on this planet, which will be great. Which means we'll keep it as a generator world, because I don't think... Can you set a trade world? No, you can't set a trade world, but you can set an urban world. But it's better to have it as a generator world anyways, because it has a lot of generators on there anyways. And then here, we're just waiting on our last pop. Upgrade that to a size 2, and then throw down 2 more research labs. And look at this. Our tech is going to be so much better, guys. So much better. I'm so excited about this. 22 out of the 39 ships can be reinforced. Let's do it. Let's reinforce all those ships. Doesn't matter if we're going to be paying a bit for it. Doesn't really matter because I want those ships. Level 2 coil guns. And there was the second, there was the other artifact that we just found. Perfect. Now we're just waiting on one more thing to pop up with the artifacts. Hopefully we'll find it within this little cluster right here. Once we have this section right here blown up right there, we can do that. We can check this spot out right there. And hopefully we can find the last artifact inside of here. Let's go ahead and move you to right there. And you to right there. Oh, fan-fucking-tastic. There's now a Mega Federation in the galaxy. Wonderful! Okay, so I think the Screvian Corporate Empire decided to take our playthrough and then make it their goal. So the Union of Ikara, the Screvian Corporate Holdings, and the Raxicodium Church of Tomorrow are now in a Mega Federation. That's a bit worrying, if I'm honest, but I think we'll be okay, because we're getting very, very powerful. But hey, they're friends with... Oh wait, no, that's the Vryn Interplanetary Society, or whoever they are. Sovereignty. Who the hell are you? Yeah, these guys down here are friends with us. That's because they're stuck. Means they can't go anywhere. Alright, more naval cap right there. Better hyperlanes. And you can see that our planets are coming along quite nicely. I am having to build, however, the holo theaters for now, because a lot of our planets are suffering only because they have no amenities. Which really does kind of suck. I would rather it only, I would rather only have to worry about that. I would rather not even have to worry about that is what I should say. But once we're able to gene edit, we're going to try and take Repugnant out as soon as possible, because that is just causing us so much pain. Alright, here comes our big fleet. Big being a little bit of an exaggeration, but a big for right now, I'd say. We're at the year 2261. Well, I mean, I guess it is kind of small for this early in the game. Or this late in the game, I should say. But 3 cruisers and 40 corvettes make quick work of this little mining station right there, unlocking this lovely little cluster right down here. So now we can go ahead and research the projects in that system, as well as survey the rest of this space down here. And now we can finally begin to fill in all of the holes inside of our space. And you know me, if you've watched me for any period of time, I hate it when I have holes in my space. So we'll just get all of this stuff filled in inside of there, and then our borders will be set. And then I think the first empire we're going to be going to war with is indeed going to be the Citizen Union of Zumo. They are pathetic to us at the moment, and we're only going to get even more powerful. Now with our planets at the moment, they don't really need anything, but we are indeed terraforming one world. This size 21 desert world, which we're turning into a size 21 Arctic world, is going to serve as our bureaucratic planet. So that's going to be our first bureaucratic planet. And oh my gosh, now it's definitely time to go to war. Because our lovely benefactors just gave us a free fleet. Oh my god. Of Fallen Empire ships. Wonderful. So we can go ahead and make Corinth Station their home. And you guys just go ahead and chill right there. And there is a precursor discovery right there. That's exactly what we needed. That's going to be our last one that we need. Okay, so we can go ahead and actually send... Who's the closest one? None of them are close. Okay, that's fine. We'll just go ahead and send... you. You're technically the closest. Go ahead and send you down to Sasta. Investigate that bad boy. And then come right back up and assist research. Thank you very, very much. What do we have here? Oh, there's another empire right there? Oh no, it's the crystals, okay. Almost done with discovery, which is nice. And if I'm not mistaken, let's see, cloning... I think that's the one that we should take. If I'm not mistaken, we can now actually study the wormholes. Yes, we can. Okay, so let's go ahead and study these wormholes real fast. Go ahead and send you up there, explore that natural wormhole. And then we're also going to need to discover the other ones that we have in our space. We've got one right there. So I'm pretty sure one of these goes back into our benefactor's home space. So explore that one. We now have a direct artery right into the Union of Ikana, the Union of Ikara's space. What's going on here? Oh, perfect. Okay, we're just taking on a small fleet of mining drones. Nice. So that first one jumps right into their space, which is awesome. And which one was that? That one is right here. Okay, perfect. Alright, so we might lose some ships coming in with this fight. But I think we should be okay. At least I hope so. We might even get a relic after this, I don't know. The cruisers should help offset the... And there we go. That's the last one that we needed. Where is... Oh, perfect. It's in our space. Nice. We should be okay with this, though, honestly. Yeah, we're shredding. Heck yeah. Then we'll take out the mineral hub. Get a nice hefty payday. And... should be done any second now. Did we lose any cruisers? We lost 1 cruiser and 5 corvettes. Lots and lots of alloys. Lots and lots of minerals. Sell it to a private collector there. And there we go. Now all of this stuff in here has been worked on. Is this the fucking worm? Is the worm here again? Okay, we're closing that system right there. Just never go in there. Okay, perfect. So now we can go ahead and just send both of those bad boys back home. We can go ahead and send this right up to here. What size is it? Size 25 Relic World. Oh, that's incredibly nice. Absolutely exactly what we needed. A size 25 Relic World? That's going to be a great tech world for us. The Transcendence. The Great Awakening. The veil has been lifted. We are now psionic. And I can dig it. And I love it. And I want some more of it. It's so fun being psionic. I love it so much. So if I'm not mistaken, all of our things are psychic now. Yes, indeed. Giving us plus 10% to all of our research, plus 10% to our energy credits, and an extra 5% happiness. I will take that and run with it. Holy crap, will I take that and run with it. The Shroud. How long will this actually take us to complete? 116 months. Okay, so we're not going to do that at the moment. But the other thing that we need to do, we need to go ahead and research the site for the First League right there. And then send you back. Perfect. So we're just filling in the holes right here. You might be noticing we have another wormhole right here, but that actually leads into our space right there, which is nice. So unfortunately, guys, we are indeed at the end of today's episode right here. I actually wasn't even watching the clock. I just got so carried away and had so much fun micromanaging everything and expanding and just seeing everything as it played out that I didn't even see that I've been recording for like 2 hours now. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. And until next time, this has been Commander Ryan1UM, signing off.